The Ralts line might just contain our next perfect 5-star Pokemon, but we're rating them all, and Ralts probably won't be it. Though in battle, it is interesting. It isn't nearly as bad as people make it out to be. Now, of course, with its abysmal physical defense, you do have to be careful, but its special stats are decent for the early game, and Psychic is just a great typing. Even more so once it adds the Fairy type in Gen 6. Confusion may be the only move you really get in Gen 3, but that's good enough to do the job. And in Gen 6, it of course adds Disarming Voice for those pesky Poochyenas. It's clearly not amazing, it's very frail and doesn't evolve until level 20, but it's not horrible. 2.5 stars. In case you weren't around for the Abra and Alakazam controversies, in this series, encounter rate or ease of access has nothing to do with availability. It's just a measure of how much of the game it's available for. And in that case, Ralts is great. You can get it right away in both Hoenn and Galar, then before the 3rd gym in Platinum, before the 2nd in Kalos, and as soon as you get to Akala and Lola, which just barely manages to average out to 5 stars. And Ralts' concept seems to be an entirely original idea. It's basically empathy embodied and made into a little humanoid pocket monster that uses its horns to sense the emotions of people around it, which is so awesome, especially with that little extra bit of drawing inspiration from the typical shy children of media. This is clearly 5 stars. And I think that its design is genuinely incredible. At first glance, it almost looks like a little creature with no eyes, using its psychic ability to search through the area, or maybe even wearing a little Jedi training helmet, but actually it does have eyes, and it's more likely a nod to the hair over the eyes looks of the shy kids I mentioned before. Then you add the heart-shaped horns on its heads to sense emotion, and honestly, you've got a peak first stage design. 5 stars. Which not only lands Ralts the final score of 4.375 stars overall, but also knocks a few starters from the top 5.